Welcome back to Jacobs Field on with SDC TV. My name is Patrick Leckie, joined by Elliot Palumbi. Today we have a tough matchup for St. Christopher's. St. Anne's Belfield is an impressive 13-0, coming in high, ranked number 1 in the state in the Visa poll that just came out today. And then the home team, your St. Christopher's Saints, who are 6-4, started the season 5-0, but a little slow here. They've lost 4 of their last 5, and in those state rankings that came out today, they have earned the ranking of number 8. But today, we will get to see Christian Gray on the mound. Gray's had an impressive season. He's 2-1 so far with a 3.04 ERA. Last game at home, though, he threw 13 strikeouts, and he's got 27 on the season. So Gray obviously likes pitching here at Jacobs Field, and he's got a tough lineup in Stab today. Stab has a handful of Division I commits, and we'll start things off with Oscar Hickey, the center fielder. And as I mentioned, Hickey is going to be attending William and Mary next year.
Yeah, the Saints have a tough test today, but hopefully they can make something happen.
And we are underway here. Christian Gray works in a nice strike to start things off. Always love to see a pitcher get a first pitch strike. Great way to get ahead in the count first thing. Gray 0-1 pitch to Hickey, runs a little inside. One pitch from Gray. Strikes, finds the inside of the zone.
Placed that one perfectly.
Yeah, Hickey kind of threw his head back a little bit, but that's a good pitch from Christian Gray, and now he's ahead in the count, 1-2. Gray looking for the knockout punch, just a little high. Count's now even at 2-2. Gray will take a deep breath, get into his pitch. Hickey sends that one deep to left field. It's Wrinkle going back. Wrinkle cannot jump up and make the catch, so Hickey sends a ball over the fence, and Stab will take a 1-0 lead. So tough start for the Saints, as Hickey just sent one over the fence. Wrinkle, I thought he had a chance at it there. But, I mean, that ball was gone. That's tough for the Saints. Obviously, I was not expecting that first thing out the bait. So now be Davis Raymond will get another shot here. Gray will work a swing and a miss from Raymond. So we'll see how Gray kind of works himself back into things, as obviously giving up a home run on your first batter's not the best way to start the game. Back to a 1-1 count now for Christian. Runs inside a little bit, 2-1 now. One pitch from Gray, swung on and hit out to right field. It's going to be foul though. So Gray in another 2-2 count here. That ball is just a little high. Count is now full. This would be a big out here for the Saints and Christian's great confidence. I mean, a leadoff home run is the worst-case scenario you can have as a pitcher. So Gray now with a full count will look to get things started his way. Here comes the full pitch count from Gray, and same spot as last, and that'll be ball 4. So Stab will have a leadoff home run and now a walk. And that'll lead way now to the catcher, Brooks Fox.
Gray can't let this get to his head. Just focus on what's at hand.
Yeah, obviously a pretty tough start. He's let up a home run and now a walk. Two of the things you don't want to do as a pitcher, give up walks and home runs. It's another ball. We've seen this a little bit from Gray when he kind of gets things a little out of control and not in his favor. Things really start to go downhill. But once he finds his footing, he is great top-of-the-line pitcher. So he's going to need to find it here. Here comes the 1-0. It's outside again. Gray's now throwing 4 straight balls. Needs to find that strike zone.
Similar to the North Cross game, he struggled with this, but was able to get 13 strikeouts.
All right, so we know once he finds it, he's on a roll and really throws like a top pitcher in the state. It's another ball. Tony Smith behind the dish here for the St. Christopher Saints. You hope he kind of just gives Christian a fastball down the middle sign here and just let him find the zone. I don't think Fox has the green light up 3-0. So here it comes from Gray. Needs a strike, and he gets it right on the outside edge. That's a good pitch for Christian to try to get his way back into things. Gray will check first. Gets into his windup. And delivers the pitch. Raymond stealing from first. Good throw by Tony Smith, but Raymond is in there safe with a steal at second, and Gray did throw ball 4. So it'll now be Raymond on second, Fox on first with Ryan Steeper now. Steeper is Stab's pitcher today, and he is another Division I commit for Stab. He's committed to Washington and Lee, excuse me.
Now runners on first and second.
Good position for a double play here. That would really help things for the Saints. Gray's pitch to Steeper is fouled up. Does Tony Smith have a play? Just a couple feet behind the net. So Gray does get a strike off that foul ball. Would have been nice to have caught that from Smith, but just a couple feet out of play. Need a little more room here behind the plate at Jacobs Field. Gray ahead 0-1. He'll deliver a nice pitch. Steeper fouls it off. And again, just a couple feet short of that fence outside in right field. That was Carney trying to chase it down. But Gray now ahead 0-2. And I bet a strikeout here would mean the world for his confidence. Here comes Gray. The 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled again down the third base line. So 3 foul balls here from Steeper. If I'm Christian, I'm throwing something low in the dirt, trying to get a swing and miss. As Steeper probably is just about caught up to most of Christian's other stuff. So I'd like to see him pitch away from him here. He's got a couple pitches to work with here ahead 0-2. He runs one inside. So it's 1-2 now. Gray still got a handful of pitches to work with here. Looking to get the first out of the game for St. Chris. Gray will check over to second and now deliver the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Christian Gray with his first strikeout of the day and gets a little momentum going in the Saints' way as they needed that badly.
I mean, yeah, that's what he's on the mound to do. Great strikeout from Christian Gray.
It's now Jack Fisher, the third baseman. Gray looked to pick over at first. Close call there. Lacey almost had the tag. Gray will look over at second and now deliver the first pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled off by Fisher. So Stab getting a piece of Gray here early. Obviously we saw Hickey was able to line it up clean and send it over the fence and left. But you hope Gray can get some swing and misses here. It's been a lot of foul balls, and once a team gets a couple foul balls in a row, they start to time things up and get hits. That one's just outside for Gray.
One count. Runners on first and second.
Gray will spin back, check back to second base. Again, a couple close calls here on the pickoff attempts. We already saw Raymond stole second, so I want to keep him with not too big of a lead over there at second base. Gray now will check second. Steeper decreases his lead, and another foul ball by Jack Fisher. But Gray again gets ahead of the count, 1-2.
Seems like Gray's getting back into his rhythm after that poor start.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Christian Gray, and it's fouled again. A lot of foul balls here from the Stab batters. And like I said earlier, at some point they're going to catch up to it and make contact. So you hope Gray can throw some of his swing and miss stuff here, as he is ahead 1-2 in the count. Here comes Gray looking for the knockout punch, and it runs inside. 2-2 now. Gray now the 2-2 count. Fisher will hit that one high up in the air. It's coming over to Connor at second base, and he'll make the easy catch. So Christian Gray and the Saints work their second out of the inning now. And now it's Waylon Amons, the shortstop. Amons, another commit from Stab. He's committed to the University of Richmond. So he's in a position here with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. I can't tell you how big this would be for the Saints to get out of this inning after things started really poorly with only 1 run allowed. Gray will start the at-bat to Amons with a ball inside. Gray's 1-0 pitch to Amons is swung on and fouled back. Christian definitely looks a lot more comfortable up there on the mound. I mean, it's so tough as a pitcher after you let up a leadoff home run. I mean, that is the worst possible thing that can happen. But he's done good in getting his mind back in the game, and he's thrown a couple good pitches. That just misses. Tough call there for the Saints. Gray looking to get out of this inning. He's got a 2-1 count on the board. His pitch is swung on and missed. Great fastball from Gray. He ran that one up high. Amons had no chance at that one. And now Gray is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, only allowing 1 run, and that would be a huge keeping St. Chris in this game, giving them a chance against the #1 team in the state. And Amons goes down looking. Christian Gray will get his second strikeout of the day. And the St. Chris will lead off with Beck, Lacey, and Smith, and we'll be back. The Saints will start things off with Gibson Beck.
The sophomore.
Beck probably one of the most highly recruited players on this team. Only a sophomore. He's already getting a look from UVA.
He's been on this team for 3 years now.
Yeah,
since 8th grade.
Very impressive. Beck batting .231 on the season, all singles. So he's definitely a contact guy and can definitely run in there for some speed. Beck quickly down 0-2 to Steeper. As I mentioned earlier, Steeper will be attending Washington and Lee to pitch next year, so he's definitely got some good stuff.
It's going to be a tough challenge for the Saints all day, definitely.
Beck just tried to call time, and it did not get awarded to him, but he'll hit it over to the shortstop, Amons, and he will be out. So Steeper gets a pretty easy first out, and that'll lead way to Connor Lacey. Lacey, one of the better hitters on this team this year. He's also a sophomore. Little note about today's game, both teams have pretty big streaks on the line. St. Chris with a 13-game home winning streak, and then Stab obviously undefeated. So both teams have 13-game winning streaks on the line here. And Lacey quickly falls behind 0-2. Steeper has been very impressive so far, just working quick against these St. Chris batters, able to get him in favorable counts. That one's a ball, so it's now 1-2. Lacey will send one pretty fast down the third base line, but it will go foul.
Lacey is another sophomore in the team.
Steeper's 1-2 pitch. Runs inside and hits Connor Lacey, but Saints will take it. Lacey took that one in the back, so nowhere where he's going to get hurt. So Saints will have an early runner on first base, and it'll now be the catcher, Tony Smith, on the plate. Saints last week played in the Deep Run tournament. They haven't played since Tuesday in that third-place game where they lost 10-4, but Tony Smith had a great performance in that tournament. He actually made the all-tournament team. So Smith has been pretty hot recently. He's second in hits on the team, first in RBIs. So Smith, another sophomore on this team. He'll swing and miss from Steeper's first pitch. Another swing and miss from Smith. Steeper's been very impressive. I think this is, what, the third 0-2 count, or maybe second, but He's been very commanding early on. Check back over to Lacey at first. Smith thought about swinging there, but smartly held up as that ball was in the dirt.
Now 1-2 count for Smith.
Steeper now, the 1-2 pitch hidden. That ball's going to get down for Tony Smith. Connor Lacey's going to hold up at second, but Tony Smith is aboard with a nice piece of hitting for a single. Saints, even though Steeper's getting them in counts that are tough, they've been able to get a hold of things now, and now have Lacey in scoring position.
Landon Allen will pinch run for Tony.
Yeah, Allen is one of the fastest guys in Virginia, I believe. I saw something where I think he had the best 10-yard split and 30-yard split in the state. So Allen is definitely a guy who can fly.
Now a big power hitter, Jerron Johnson, up to the plate.
Johnson, a junior. Johnson actually attended Stab, or not Stab, but attended Albemarle, but hangs around to Stab a lot. So he probably knows a lot of these guys on his team, and he is really wanting a win today for the Saints of St. Christopher's. Johnson, 2 straight swing and misses. Johnson does lead the team in hits with 12 this year and is batting an impressive .364. So you hope Johnson can get a hold of something, and we know Landon Allen can run. Johnson does get a hold of something. He sends one out to center field. Hickey's going back. Will make the catch, but Lacey's going to be able to tag up and go to third. So Saints in a very good position here early on. Johnson a little angry. Thought he just missed that one. And that'll now give us a chance to see one of the hottest hitters on the St. Chris team, Austin Wrinkle, batting .389 on the year. And just like Tony Smith made that deep run all-tournament team, Wrinkle in their first game went 4 for 4. So Wrinkle's been blazing hot recently. But Rink now with 2 outs. Connor Lacey edging to get home here. Wrinkle's going to send one popped up. And the first baseman blocks him. Will make that catch. So Saints leave Lacey stranded on third and Allen stranded on first. Maybe kicking themselves for not capitalizing off that opportunity later. But Stab will get out of that with 0 runs, and we will be back. Christian Gray back out here for his second inning of work in the first. Obviously, he had that home run, but no other hits than that. Did allow 2 walks, but also 2 strikeouts. That ball is in the dirt. believe it's now Bo Bloxham. Bloxham made that catch over in foul territory near first to end the inning for the Saints. Bo and his brother Colt actually hit back-to-back for each other. So after Bo comes up to hit, we'll see his brother Colt. Not sure if they're brothers or twins. I think they're twins because it says they're both juniors. So that would be the most logical reasoning there. Gray does get a foul ball there.
If Gray can recenter himself and focus, I think this could be a really quick inning for Stab.
Yeah, Gray is facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Beautiful pitch there from Gray. He worked that slider just right in the box, and it's now 2-2. Gray looking to start off this inning strong. His 2-2 pitch will be lined down the third base line. Adley Gladson cannot make the play over there, and so that's going to be a leadoff double for Bloxham. He's going to try for third now, and he'll get there. So the Saints defense not helping out Christian Gray. It's a really tough start there. I thought Gladson could have made the play there over at third, and then just some trouble getting the ball in there. So that'll be a double for Bo Bloxham with an error to get him to third base. So now it'll be his twin, we're presuming, Colt Bloxham, trying to drive him in here. Stab is knocking on the door again to get some runs here. That ball picked by Smith. Good pick by him. Saved a run there. Gray's 0-1 pitch, just a little high. Like you said, Elliot, it's really just comes down to his control, and right now he doesn't seem to have it. Not able to find the strike zone. Great frame job there by Smith as that ball will be called a strike.
I mean, that last hit was a little bit lucky, just squeezed through the gap.
Yeah, and the errors didn't help from the Saints. I thought they could have got him out at second even, too. It was a close call there. And then another great pitch from Gray. So you see how he really just loses control for a second, but then he reins it back in, and now it's a 2-2 count, and he needs an out in the biggest way possible here. Gray's 2-2 pitch now is fouled back. Gray looking for the first out of the inning here. He'll look down at the dirt. Now settle in on Smith. He'll fire in the 2-2 pitch just a little bit high. So full count now for Gray. Really can't afford a walk here with Stab's top of the order creeping up now. Full count delivery from Gray. Strike three, another strikeout looking from Stab. That's Gray's third strikeout of the day, and that is a much-needed first out. Elliot, how big is that for the Saints?
Yeah, I mean, Gray just needs to keep rolling now. He's got him one.
Yeah, once you get that first one, it makes the other two a lot easier. And so now it'll be the 9 batter, Mikey Ponce. Ponce playing right field today. That ball ran inside a little bit. Interesting note from Stab here. We just saw Bloxham. Bloxham is DHing today for Will Yao. Yao's the second baseman, and he's not hitting today, but Yao is committed to UVA. So I'm not sure why they don't have him hitting, but, I mean, St. Chris will take it as he is one of the better players in the state of Virginia, obviously committed to UVA. He's been having a pretty good baseball season this year. I was up at the game Saturday where they got blown out by Florida State, but other than that, they've been pretty successful so far. That ball's fouled back by Ponce. So Gray now one strike away from getting a much-needed second out. Gray looking for the knockout punch just outside. Tony Smith has a couple good catches here. Really, with a runner on third base, it makes it crucial that you pick every ball and not let anything get behind you. Smith in his first year playing catcher, too, so pretty good for a first-year catcher. Gray now, the 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, as that is 2 strikeouts in the inning for Gray. And after a leadoff double, he's rolling now, but now he's got to face the man who sent one over the fence in left field with Oscar Hickey.
With a little more momentum this time, let's see what Gray can do.
Gray now ready to deliver the first pitch to Hickey. He'll fire a perfect strike right top corner of the zone. Every single pitch here that finds the strike zone is going to be a confidence booster from Gray, as facing the man who you let send one over the fence in the first at-bat of the game's got to be pretty demeaning. As that one will just miss the edge of the zone. Count is now 1-1. Gray's 1-1 pitch to Hickey. Perfect pitch. Great slider there from Gray. That one ran in there nicely. Had some great movement. And it's now 1-2. Elliott, like you said, he's got a lot more momentum now, and he really seems to be rolling. One pitch away now from getting out of the inning after a leadoff triple. Hickey will foul that one back. Christian Gray will have another try now to punch out Hickey. 1-2 pitch from Gray. Swung on and missed. Christian Gray, after allowing a leadoff double, goes 1-2-3, giving him his 5th strikeout of the day.
Exactly what Christian Gray needed there, and the Saints to get out of that.
Saints will have Gunn, Gladden, and Carney up to bat. Now it'll be Charlie Gunn, who's DHing today for Gray, the pitcher. Gunn started off the year in the leadoff spot, but has struggled a little bit, batting 185, but he'll be facing Steeper now. Steeper in his first inning of work had 1 strikeout, 1 walk, allowed a single to Tony Smith, and then was able to work out Johnson and Wrinkle. Gunn down 0-1 already to Steeper. Down 0-2. Elliott, how do you think the Saints break Steeper? He's been firing in a lot of strikes early on.
I mean, frankly, I am not a baseball player, so I have no clue.
Okay.
It
Well,
seems like a tough test for the Saints. So this brings Adley Gladden, the third baseman, up to bat.
Gladden has kind of quietly been the Saints' best hitter all year. He's batting .429, only 14 at bats though, but in limited time he's made the most of it. His first year here at St. Chris, but he strikes out. So Steeper now up to 3 strikeouts on the day.
James Carney, the right fielder, comes in.
Another sophomore for St. Chris. Carney, his first year on varsity baseball, he played JV last year. Carney's been solid to start the year so far, batting .238. Very respectable for your first year. Carney did not go on that one. So Saints quick 2 outs here. Steeper really working quickly. Count is 2-1. So, I mean, I think this is the first time I can remember the Saints being ahead in a count against Steeper as he fires in a pitch right down the middle. Carney's got to be kicking himself for not swinging at that one. I mean, was almost served up on a platter for him to hit. Steeper's now 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Carney, again, thought about swinging, didn't go. So Carney's now got a full count. He's got Wes Connor on deck behind him. Steeper's 2-2 pitch hit by Carney, but nice grab by the UVA commit Yao over at second base, and that'll do it for the Saints. Very quick work from Ryan Steeper. And now Stab will be up again, and Christian Gray will look to continue rolling what he started earlier, getting 3 straight strikeouts, but we will be back with you for that. Up to bat now for Stabs, the left fielder Davis Raymond. Raymond walked in the first inning. So Gray will look to strike him out this time. Gray already 5 Ks. We know the one thing Christian Gray can do is strike people out, and he's done that very well this year and in this game as well. I believe Gray's total K number for the year now should be 32. So I think this is his 5th appearance, so very impressive so far. Aside from that 1 home run, it's been pretty solid today. That one runs inside. So St. Chris only down 1 here. Stab has been very dominant this season so far. Their last game, they played Stewart and beat them by 8 runs with a score of 10-2. St. Chris last year also beat Stab. They were able to win 4-1. And so, like I mentioned earlier, 2 13-game winning streaks on the line. St. Chris 13-game winning streak at home, and Stab their 13-game winning streak on the season. Big swing and a miss from Gray. Make that 4 straight strikeouts and 6 on the day as he is now rolling. Elliot, how do you think Christian was able to get back into the swing of things after letting up that leadoff home run?
I mean, it's just forgetting what happened and moving on from there.
Yeah, you know, like they said in Ted Lasso, be a goldfish, and Gray's certainly been that today. As Fox will line over to first base, and a nice play by Lacey, able to pitch it over to Gray. Quick 2 outs. Now it'll be a pitcher-on-pitcher battle between Christian Gray and Ryan Steeper. Gray's first pitch, beautiful slider in there. Great pitch from Gray. And you can see once he gets comfortable, he is really a great pitcher, and you can see why he's going to Hampton-Sydney next year. That one runs inside a little bit. Gray next year is expecting to come out of the bullpen at Sydney and then work his way into that rotation. That pitch is fouled over. So Gray now ahead 1-2. Takes a deep breath on the mound. Will find his footing. He's going to stare down Steeper in the box. Lift that leg up, fire in, a pitch just high. 2-2 now.
Chance to get out of this inning pretty clean.
Yeah, 1-2-3 inning would be amazing here for the Saints. And they're just about at their top of their lineup. Gray's 2-2 pitch. Line down the third base line, and it will be called foul. Very close.
Just a foot to the right. That would have been very bad for the Saints.
Yeah, that would have been almost identical to Bo Bloxham's hit, where he kind of sent one down the third base line and was able to get to third base off that. So very lucky break there for the Saints, but they're going to need it today if they want to take down the #1 team in the state. So Gray will now settle back into things. Fire in the 2-2 pitch, and it's going to hit Ryan Steeper. So I guess he's making it even now. Steeper hit one of our guys, so I'm sure unintentionally Gray hits him.
Yeah, that one just swept to the wrong side and hit him right in the back.
So what was looking to be a pretty perfect 1-2-3 inning now scathed a little bit as Gray has hit a man, but it'll bring up the #5 batter, Jack Fisher. Fisher's playing third base today. Gray will take a peek over at Steeper on first before getting into his windup. He'll now throw over to first base. Lacey almost had him tagged. Steeper now very slowly inching his way into a bigger and bigger lead. He's going to take off. Smith fires one way outside. Tony Smith just must have lost his handing on that one. That was tough. Tough throw. But Steeper gets over to second base. He could have walked over there, I'm sure. Smith, not a great throw from him. So Stab did pinch run somebody for Steeper. Makes sense because Steeper's the pitcher. We'll look on the roster real quick. It's Hayden Morris who's out there running for Stab. So 1-1 count now to Jack Fisher. Gray will peek over at second base to Morris before firing in the 1-1 pitch, where swung on and missed by Fisher.
Great pitch from Gray.
Gray's now one pitch away from getting out of this one. Gray now the 1-2 pitch, looking for his 7th strikeout of the day. And Fisher sends one deep into right field. Morse is going to be rounding third, heading for home. Lacey will cut it off, not in time. So an RBI single from Jack Fisher. Gets another run on the board for Stab, and Gray's obviously mad at himself. He was twice now 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning and was not able to do so. So Stab now ahead in this game 2-0. So now that'll bring up again the shortstop committed to U of R, Waylon Amons. Amons has got Fisher on first base. Smith tried to frame that one, but no luck there. 1-0. That one runs inside to make the count 2-0.
Gray can't let this one go on further. Just needs to get out of this inning.
Yeah, he's had 2 chances now, twice, 1 pitch away. And because he hasn't been able to, Stab is now leading this game 2-0. Just a tough break from Christian Gray. Gray's 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. It's really games like these where you need to capitalize on those opportunities where you can get out of innings. Stab is obviously, as we've noted multiple times, and one of the best teams in the state, ranked #1 for Visa. Not sure where they rank in terms of private schools or public schools as well, but I'm sure they're definitely up there. Gray now in a 2-1 count against Amons. He'll fire in. Tony Smith's going to throw down to second base, not in time, so Jack Fisher's going to steal himself a bag here. And Stab again with a runner in scoring position. Gray, yet again, 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Hopefully 3rd time's the charm here for Christian Gray. Amons is ready in the box. Gray will check over at second, fire in the 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Christian Gray gets out of the inning. He's now got 7 strikeouts on the day. Stab will score a run off the bat of Jack Fisher as he fired in a RBI single. But now for the Saints, we'll see Wesley Connor Gibson Beck and Connor Lacey for the bottom of the 3rd. It's now going to be number 2, Wesley Connor. Connor playing second base today. He's also had a pretty sneaky good season, batting .338 on the year, as that one's dribbled back to the first baseman, and easy play there for the pitcher. Steeper throws over to the first baseman, I should have said, blocks him. But now we're back to the top of the lineup.
So now Gibson Beck will come back up.
I'm probably going to shake his head at Steeper, maybe a little too fast for his liking. Beck get a good piece of hitting, but Fisher's over there at third. He'll fire over, and over his head. Beck's going to be rounding first over to second. So Bips and Beck will reach second on an error, as the Saints will take that every single day. Fisher just fired it over the head of Bo Bloxham. And so now the Saints will have Connor Lacey coming up. Lacey walked in his last attempt.
I mean, solid contact. That's what happens when you make solid contact like that.
Lacey definitely a guy who can put the ball in play and make things happen. He's got 6 RBIs on the year so far. Lacey takes strike one, though, from Steeper. Lacey will send that one to center field. Hickey's under it, and Beck will not try to tag up. So that's a hit very similar to Jerron Johnson's in the first. But it'll now be on the back of Tony Smith to try to plate the Saints a runner. Smith did single in his first at-bat. So let's see if Tony can stay hot here. Like I mentioned earlier, Tony is first in the team on RBIs. Another RBI opportunity for him. He'll send that one down the third base line. It's going to get fair. Gibson Beck rounding third, heading for home, and Tony Smith on his horse, heading for second base, and that'll be Tony Smith's third double of the season, adding to his RBI count, and the Saints bring this one back within one. Great piece of hitting there from Tony Smith. Kind of just looped it over the third base line, and I thought for a second it was going to stay foul, but it did land fair. So the Saints will see if they can keep things rolling now with Jerron Johnson. Johnson had a great piece of contact earlier, but flew to center field. But Tony Smith, very impressive earlier. That single in the first, and now an RBI double to his name. Johnson will swing and miss at that first one. So you've seen the Saints early be able to make contact off a Steeper. Johnson's going to swing and miss at that one. It's now 0-2. Johnson's going to take his time, get into the box now. Steeper's going to look to get out of this inning and leave the Saints with a runner stranded on second. That one's going to run inside. Steeper was galloping off the mound like that was a strike. I thought that was nowhere near the strike zone. Elliot, did you think that one was close at all?
Yeah, it didn't seem close.
Yeah. Now 1-2 pitch from Steeper. Swung on from Johnson. Will that one get down in center? It will not. Nice play from Oscar Hickey in center. Saints do get one run, though, and we are back to a one-run game.
We'll be right back as we head to the top of the fourth.
Christian Gray now ready for his fourth inning of work. So far, he's allowed 2 runs, but thrown a very impressive 7 strikeouts. He'll face Bo Bloxham. Bo is able to get on the third base we saw earlier with that kind of dribbler down the third base line, and then that error allowed him to get over to third. That ball is going to be just foul over the left field. Wrinkle's making a run over it, but it is out of play. So with the Saints showing a little signs of life on the offensive side, you hope that can give momentum to Gray here and give him motivation to try to get things going for him, and then the offense could keep rolling. That one's close to dropping in for a strike, but will be just high. It's now 1-1. Gray's 1-1 pitch again, very similar spot, still a little high. It's now 2-1 to Bloxham. Gray now the 2-1 pitch, runs high. He's falling behind 3-1 now. Gray now looking to get back in this count. The 3-1 pitch is outside, so Bloxham's going to work a walk. And that'll lead way to his twin brother, Colt Bloxham. So Gray lets the leadoff man get on first with a walk.
Gray can't let this one get out of hand again.
Check back over to first to Bloxham. He'll get back safe. Gray's first pitch of the at-bat. Nope. Pick over again. Stapp has stolen a couple times, so smart of Gray to try to keep throwing over to keep their lead as minimal as possible. Bloxham will foul that one back, so Gray works a first strike. Bloxham now ready, Gray now ready. Gray's 0-1 pitch, just outside. Gray's had a lot of pitches where he's just missed the zone there. So it's 1-1 now on the count. Gray now ready for the 1-1 pitch, but he'll throw over again to first. Gray really checking over, making sure Bloxham doesn't have too big of a lead over on first. He'll now fire in and work a swing and a miss from Colt Bloxham. Colt will step back in the box now. Gray will ready himself now for the 1-2 pitch, looking for the knockout punch for the 8th time to Gay, and that'll run inside. So that's the second man he's hit today.
Looks like Avery P is warming up in the dugout or bullpen right now.
Yeah, P's been a starter for the Saints this year, but they have had a week off, so obviously his arm is ready to go. And P's been impressive so far, so we'll see how much more Christian Gray has. He's got a little bit of trouble here. No outs, runners on first and second. It's the Bloxham twins on the base path, and it's now Mikey Ponce, the right fielder, in the 9-hole. But Stapp's top of the order is right next. Ponce looks to bunt. Almost a perfect bunt down the first base line, but it'll go foul. So if Ponce is able to lay down a successful bunt here, that would put Stab in a very dangerous position. They would presumably get a runner on first and second and then have Hickey up, who we saw homered earlier. The 0-1 to Ponce. He's not showing bunt. He'll just line one straight up the first. So that was almost a perfect double play, but Wesley Connor could not handle it over at second base. So bases are now juiced for Oscar Hickey, and with his power, I'm sure the Saints are worried, and Coach Simondera will walk out, and it looks like that's going to do it for Christian Gray, as Avery P. is coming out of the bullpen, and he will not be in a favorable position. He's going to have the bases loaded with Stabs leadoff man up. So P will take the mound, and we will be back. It's going to be Charlie Blanton coming in, so not Avery P., but Blanton's going to take the mound. He'll warm up, and we'll be back with you. It is Gibson Beck. So a couple changes. So it was Blanton who's going over to play second now, and Wesley Connor is going over to play shortstop. So that was the change there. So Beck will warm up now for sure, and we'll be back. Gibson Beck now looks ready. It's going to be Oscar Hickey, the leadoff man, and Beck in a very tough position. Beck usually the closer for the Saints. So far this year, he's thrown 4.1 innings in those 4.1 innings, and he's thrown 7 strikeouts, though. Allowed 1 run, though. So if you do that quick math, that's a 4.1 ERA. His first pitch is in the dirt. So Stab looking very, very dangerous here. Let's see what Gibson can do and if they can work things out here. Ball fouled back. Now a 1-1 count. Best thing you can do here for the Saints is if they can work a strikeout out of this first batter here. And then that sets things up for a double play. That would be the ideal way of things to go. That ball is outside. Good pick by Tony Smith to stop that one from being any more dangerous. So it's 2-1 now for Beck. That ball is swung on and missed from Beck. 2-2 now, and he is 1 pitch away from that big strikeout we alluded to earlier. Beck now, the all-important 2-2 pitch. Hit deep out to left center field, and that one will drop down. It's going to be a ground rule double. So best case scenario for St. Chris there after that was that ground rule double, because third base, the man from third base certainly would have scored. But Hickey is having himself a day. He's got 3 RBIs now. And so Stab will add 2 more to their lead, make it a 4-1 ball game. So Oscar Hickey really proven why he's committed to William & Mary next year. He's got that home run, and that ball was only a couple of feet away from leaving the yard as well. And now Beck still not in a great position. He's got Davis Raymond now with 2 runners in scoring position. Beck's first pitch outside. That one's going to be fouled back from Raymond. Beck's 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Raymond. So just like he was to Hickey, 1 pitch away from that strikeout. Last time he kind of served up a meatball to Hickey. You hope he doesn't do the same to Raymond. He's got a couple pitches to work with. And Raymond's going to swing and miss, so Beck gets his first out of the inning. And if they can keep this to just a 2-run inning, that would be huge, as Saints still in this game, only a 3-run lead for Stab. It's Brooks Fox now, the catcher, up to bat.
Beck was put in a super challenging position there. Bases loaded, no outs.
Yeah, obviously, if he would have let up no runs there, that would have been astonishing. As Fox sends that one deep to right center field, and that one's going to be gone. Brooks Fox sends one over the fence, and Stab has really opened this game up now. That's going to be a 3-run bomb from Brooks Fox. Stab now up 7-1, and this game is getting a little out of hand here for the Saints. So things have turned from bad to worse for St. Chris. Gibson Beck has got to hone himself back in here.
Super unfortunate. But that right field wall was just so close compared to left center.
Yeah, you just hope the Saints can limit the damage now. Nobody on the base path. See if Beck can work out of this one. That one's going to get in there for a strike. Beck now almost hits him. Great movement on that one. Strike 2 for Beck. Just outside. 3-2 now. Steeper now at the plate, working with a full count. And that one's going to find the zone. Strike 3 to Gibson Beck. Ryan Steeper not happy with that one. He already took off his elbow pad and was walking towards first. He looks very agitated. But Saints will get the second out of the inning. And it's Jack Fisher who had a nice piece of hitting last inning. Fisher lines that one down the first base line, but it's going to go foul. Strike two. We'll say that was generous from the umpire. But Beck ahead 0-2 now. That one's hit by Fisher over to first base. Lacey will field it easily, and the Saints get out of the inning after allowing 5 runs. Christian Gray's final line will be, I believe, 3 innings pitched and 6 runs allowed. So tough outing from Gray, even though he did throw 7 strikeouts. Just Stab was able to capitalize, and obviously 2 home runs from Stab. That's hard to beat. So Saints down 7-1 will go into the bottom of the 4th, looking for some offense to get him back in the game. Now batting number 5 will be Austin Stadel-Wrinkle. Wrinkle will look to get things started. Steeper standing ready on the mound. First pitch to Wrinkle, swung on and missed. Steeper all game has been very in control, and he works very quickly. After he throws a pitch, it's just right back into his stance. Wrinkle has got a 1-1 count now. Steeper, the 1-1 pitch looked at by Wrinkle, and that'll get in there for a strike. Wrinkle popped out over the first base line last time, and this time he will strike out. So now we'll bring up Charlie Gunn, DHing today. He struck out last time to Steeper. Looking to get something going for the bottom of the lineup today. They have been pretty non-productive. It's really been the top of the lineup that has got things going for the Saints.
1-0 count for Charlie Gunn.
Gunn looking to bunt, but that one runs very inside, so 2-0 now. I don't hate the bunt from Charlie Gunn. Just put something into play. Gunn's got good speed. Looks to bunt again, but pulls back, so 3-0 now. Sure, he'll just take here. Gunn will stand in the box, ready for the 3-0 pitch, and it'll run up high. So the Saints get a much-needed base runner now. Charlie Gunn works a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Charlie Blanton. Blanton hitting instead of Adley Gladden. That one's a pitch right down the middle to Blanton. We'll look back to first. Not get him. Blanton, not a ton of at-bats this year, but definitely a guy who's sneaky athletic and can just put the ball in play. Check back again to Gunn over at first. Gunn probably looking to run. Got great speed. Gunn plays linebacker in the fall, so he can definitely move across the field if he needs to. He'll take a big lead. Blanton will work a 1-1 count. Bland, big swing and miss at that one. Almost lost his helmet. So count is now 1-2. Steeper's ready, so is Blanton. Blanton will get a piece of that one. Good fight from Charlie Blanton. One-two pitch from Steeper. Just high. 2-2 now.
Blandon's just trying to get on base here.
Yeah, taking this at bat very smart. Not really swinging at anything in the dirt. As that one runs high as well. So Charlie Blanton, great at bat so far, has fouled a couple off. And it's now a full count. Blanton's got Carney on deck, who lined out to second. Blanton's going to stay alive with a foul ball. That one almost hit a car driving by. That would have been
full count for Blanton.
So Blanton, really great at bat here. Showing a lot of heart, a lot of grit. He'll keep fouling it off. So Blanton fighting hard in this one. Making it hard for Ryan Steeper. Strike three. Blanton was starting to make his way over to first, and that one just caught the corner of the zone. So Blanton will go down on strikes, which will lead way to James Carney, who lined out to second base, got on top of it, just second baseman is right there. Steeper will slip that one in there for a strike. Carney's going to take on that one. Gunn's going to take off after the ball got by the catcher, and Charlie Gunn is in there. That ball's dribbling to the outfield. But Yao was there to pick it up, so Carney's now got an RBI opportunity here with Gunn on second base. Just got to start chipping away at this 6-run lead. Carney down 0-1. Yao's pitch is swung on by Carney out to left field. That ball's got a chance, and it is off the top of the wall. Carney's going to be in there for a double. What a great hit from James Carney. That ball was inches away from being a home run. It just hit the top of the wall. But Carney gives the Saints a little bit of life here. And that's a great double from James Carney. Charlie Gunn scores easily. And it's now Wes Connor, who has moved over to shortstop now. But he's got Carney at second. Saints looking to keep things going here. A little two-out rally. Connor's going to foul one back. Steeper's 0-1 pitch to Connors. Right in there for a strike. Got to swing at that if you're Wesley. So Connor quickly down 0-2. He kind of dribbled out to the pitcher last time. And that time he did not go, is what the umpire's saying. So the infield umpire said he did not go around, but looks like the home plate umpire overrided that. So that'll be 3 outs, but off the James Carney RBI double, the Saints cut the lead to 5. Stab will be heading into the top of the 5th. It'll be Gibson Beck on the mound again. Saw in that top of the fourth, he walked into a very hard situation. Had bases loaded, no outs. Only allowed one earned run of his own, and it was that home run. He starts this inning off with a strike. Beck will kick up and fire just outside for a ball. Beck now the 1-1 pitch. Gonna be swung on and missed, so he did go around Amons. So Beck now ahead 1-2 in the count. Amons will foul that one back.
Hit a light pole.
Really? So St. Chris down 5 runs, really cannot afford any more if they want any chance of working their way back into this game. Beck's 1-2 pitch, looked at it, and that's going to be another strikeout for Gibson Beck. That's his second on the day. That'll lead way to number 7. Bo Bloxman playing first base today. Bloxman's had a pretty good game. He's got on base a couple of times. Had a hit or two. Beck will fire in the dirt. His first pitch of the at-bat to Bloxman. Beck's 1-0. That would pitch had some good movement. Fouled away. It's now 1-1. Beck's 1-1 pitch is just outside. That one fouled back again. So Beck's now got 2 strikes in the at-bat. Beck looking to get out of this one now. Still give the Saints a fighting chance. Beck's will kick and fire, just misses. Full count now to Bo Bloxam. Beck now ready to fire for the 3-2 pitch. It's going to be swung on and fouled over to the Saints dugout.
Solid contact. Full count here.
Yeah, good battle between these two. Beck now looking for the punch out. Just over the head of Charlie Blanton in that second, excuse me. Fumbled and right by Carney, but he's able to get it in. So Bo Bloxam continues his good day as he's on base with a single. So it's now Colt Bloxam. He's got Bo on first. Beck will fire in the first pitch of the at-bat. A perfect strike right down the middle. Quickly ahead 0-1. Beck will now check the sign from Smith. Firing the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss from Bloxam. He's now ahead 0-2. He's already ready again to pitch. Beck moving very quickly. Shades of Ryan Steeper from Stab. Beck's 0-2. Swung on. Will this be a double play? Third to second to first, and that'll be 2 for the Saints. Great double play to get out of the inning. Palmer Berry scooped it up over at third, swung it over to second base, and then over to first. Perfect double play. Great execution from the Saints defense. And they will be near the top of their lineup, or they will be the top of the lineup. See if they can get something going here. Down 5, going into the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back to the bottom of the fifth. The Saints will have their top of their lineup with Gibson back. Beck today struck out and reached second on an error, so 0 for 2 for him. We'll take a look at that first pitch from Steeper. Steeper still going strong into his fifth inning of work here. He's allowed 2 earned runs. Now they're pitching there from Steeper, and this is looking like the Ryan Steeper we saw at the very beginning of this game, just quickly working his strikes. He's now got 2 on Beck. And that ball just in the dirt. Beck able to work his way back into this at-bat a little bit. 1-2 now for him. Steeper's fourth pitch of the at-bat swung on and missed by Gibson Beck. That'll be his second strikeout of the day. And are now bring up Connor Lacey, who, similar to Beck, is 0 for 2. Lacey has, or 0 for 1, excuse me. Lacey has walked and then flied out to center field. Lacey will take that first pitch for a strike. The 0-1 pitch to Lacey, just high. 1-1 pitch now to Lacey is rung on the outside corner for a strike. Steeper ahead in the count, 1-2. Lacey will get a piece of that one. It's dribbling down the third base line. Lacey's going to beat out the throw. Connor Lacey, a nice little infield single for him. Now it'll bring up the hero for today's Saints, Tony Smith. He's been 2 for 2, having himself a great game, a double and a single. So Smith has got men on the bases again. Another RBI opportunity for him. Another one in the gap like he hit before. Could get Lacey home. That one's in the dirt. That one rung on the top of the corner from Steeper. A good pitch from him.
1-1 count.
That one's just low. Two-one to Smith now. Swung on and fouled back. Smith now 2 strikes in this at-bat. Smith all day has just made solid contact, putting the ball in good places. He'll look to do that again. 2-2 is in the dirt. So Tony Smith, another great at-bat, has worked his way into a full count. The way for a rally to get going is just keep the line moving, and Smith can do that here either by working a walk or getting a hit. Here comes the full count pitch. Smith will swing and miss. That ball was fouled back, but caught by the catcher Fox, so Steeper gets a big strikeout. And will now bring up Jerron Johnson. Johnson has had 2 pieces of contact that have been pretty good. He's flied out to center field twice. So Johnson will step in the box. Really wants to get something going for him here. This is a big game for him personally as well. Like I said before, coming from Charlottesville, and he'll rip that one into left field. It's going to get down for a single. So Jerron Johnson, just like that, gets on the board for a single. Just great piece of hitting out to left field. And now it'll bring up Wrinkle, who's been a hot hitter for the Saints today. 0 for 2, though, popped out to first and struck out. But Wrinkle's got a chance to send Lacey home with a ball hit in the gap. And we know Johnson's got great speed. Johnson's main sport is football. Picking up a lot of offers from there, a lot of great Division I offers, and ran track in the winter. It's now Wrinkle. He'll take a big swing and a miss. It's good to see Wrinkle back being an athlete. He had an injury during practice of football season. Had to do a lot of PT for his shoulder, so good to see him out here playing baseball. That one will be dribbled down the first base line. Wrinkle's going to have to try to beat it out, and Bloxham will casually step on first base. The Saints leave 2 runners stranded, and we will go to the top of the 6th. Up to bat now for Stab will be Mikey Ponce, the 9-hitter. Gibson Beck is staying out there for his 3rd inning of work. Had a better last inning than that first one. Ponce's going to send one into foul territory.
For the situation Gibson was put in, he's done quite an exceptional job so far.
Yeah, obviously got put in a very tough position, and it's been good so far. Just Ponce's going to foul that one up. It's going to come out of play. So 2 straight foul balls from Ponce. Saints still down 5 runs, so really cannot afford any more. That pitch is looked at by Ponce, so Beck will get his 3rd strikeout of the day. And it'll bring up the very dangerous Oscar Hickey. Hickey has had himself a day here on Jacobs Field. He's homered and then had a rope of a double. So a couple RBIs for him. Beck's first pitch to him is in the dirt. Obviously, this is a guy you kind of want to pitch around. Don't want to give him anything he can hit because we've seen him do it so far, and it's been dangerous for St. Chris. He sends that one straight up the line, and a diving play by Blanton, but not able to make the throw over. That was Wesley Connor. So great effort from Connor, but just no throw really available. So Hickey will reach base again. He's a triple away from the cycle as we speak now. He's got a home run, double, and a single now. But now bring up Davis Raymond. So Beck has got Hickey on first. Hickey's going to take off. Tony Smith throws offline, so Hickey will have a easy stolen base. So it's now Raymond with a runner in scoring position for Stab. Only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Saints cannot allow any more runs if they want to have a chance at this game. That one's going to be sent over to first. Connor Lacey will look over at third. Hickey will reach third. But the Saints will get a very important second out, and now that'll bring up Brooks Fox. Fox has got Hickey at third, ready to run home. But Saints just need 1 more out to get out of this one. Beck, a good pitch in there, just Fox not swinging to that one. So 1-0. Beck's 1-0 pitch now. Swung on by Fox, fouled back. 1-1 count now for Gibson Beck facing Brooks Fox, the catcher. Fox is going to watch that one go for a ball.
Far outside.
Stab has really proved today why they've earned that number 1 in the state ranking as Fox sends that one into center field. Hickey's going to score, and Stab now has 8 runs on the day. But, yeah, just as I was kind of saying, they've really capitalized on every opportunity as Brooks Fox will get pinch ran for by number 8, Chase Miller. Beck will run inside on that one. Ryan Steeper still out there batting, so it looks like he will. Miller's going to take off. Great throw by Tony Smith, and he's got him out. Tony Smith with a great throw from behind the dish. And the Saints get out of that inning. Down 6, though. A lot of work to do. They'll have 6 more outs to work with. Getting his first at-bat of the day now will be Palmer Berry. Berry coming in for Charlie Gunn. Berry, another sophomore on this team, so see really a multitude of sophomores. So you would assume, hopefully in 2 years, this team is going to be very dominant. Berry sends that first pitch deep to right field. That ball's got a chance. It's going back, and it is gone. Palmer Berry goes yard for St. Christopher's. What a piece of hitting for Palmer Berry. His first pitch he saw of the day is over the fence and gone. So Saints a little bit of life here now in the bottom of the 6th. And what a moment for Palmer Berry. Smiles all around for Berry. And the St. Chris team is loving that. What a hit from Palmer Berry. That ball was crushed. So now that'll bring up Charlie Blanton. Let's see if Palmer's homer can bring a little life here. Blanton will send that one similar to Berry over to right field, but it's going to be caught by Ponce. So good hit by Blanton, just right to the right fielder, Ponce. And it is now James Carney. Carney had a beautiful double early. Went all the way to the fence. See if he can stay hot here. That one's going to run inside for a strike. Carney's going to send that one to the gap into right center field. He's going to be rounding first, heading for second, and James Carney will get a second double of the day. Carney's having himself a day here. 2 doubles for him. And it is now Henry Rodder batting for Wesley Connor.
Stab may be considering a pitching change here. They don't want this one to get out of hand. Runner on second.
Rodder only 3 at-bats this year, but he is 1 for 3, so 333 average for him. Rodder, again, another sophomore on this team. So you hope in a couple years if these guys can develop, the Saints baseball team could be very dangerous. And there's also a couple guys on JV that have been producing very well for St. Christopher's. So Rodder will face the Washington and Lee commit Steeper. Steeper's going to step off, look over to Carney at second. First pitch to Rodder, swung on and missed. Rodder's been putting in a lot of work this offseason. So is his little brother. So they've been training together and really putting in the work. Let's see if that can pay off for Rodder. He's going to get a piece of that one. Steeper's been going low. So Rodder's down quickly 0-2. But you hoping if he can do something, we'll get to the top of the lineup, which has been pretty productive today for the Saints. That one's going to be put into play from Rodder, and it's going to get through. Henry Rodder's on base. They hold Carney at third, though. But great hit from Rodder. He's now 2 for 4 on the season.
Coming in clutch when it mattered.
Yeah, Yao was playing over there at second base. Just wasn't able to get to it. And looks like that is going to do it for Ryan Steeper. Steeper, a pretty good day. Allowed 3 earned runs through about 5.1 innings of work. And so Stab will go to their bullpen, and I wouldn't count the Saints out just yet. The bat of Palmer Berry really put some energy into the Saints, and they have runners on the corners now with the top of the lineup. So Steeper, looks like
He'll stay on.
Yeah.
Bold move, but I think he thinks he can finish this one out possibly.
Yeah, Stab just 5 outs away now from their 14th victory of the year, but let's see if the Saints can get something rolling here.
Once again, another sophomore up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. A lot of sophomores on the team. So it'll be Gibson Beck. Beck's 0 for 3 today. He struggled a little bit at the plate, but a hit here will do the Saints wonders. Let's see, he'll swing and miss at that one. I'm still impressed from the hit from Henry Rodder. That was only his 4th plate appearance all year, and he got a hit off a Division I commit. Beck's going to send that one over to right field. Carney's going to tag up and score. So the Saints cut the lead back down to 4. And now with 2 outs, it'll bring up Connor Lacey. Lacey had a great single last time. Good job from Beck, though, just doing his job. Even though it wasn't a hit, he still got a RBI. So it'll now be Lacey. Lacey's got Rodder on first base. Oh, 1 now to Lacey. That ball's in the dirt. It's a 1-1 count now. One pitch to Lacey. It'll actually be a pickoff attempt over at first. Throw back again to first base. Lacey's fouled that one back. Count is now 2-1. Lacey will watch that one go by. Count is now even at 2. Two pitch to Lacey is just outside. Full count now. And if you're St. Christopher's, you want to give Tony Smith a chance here with runners in scoring position. He's been the man today for the Saints. So Lacey. Rodder's going to take off. And ball 4. Very close call there. So now that'll bring up Tony Smith, who we mentioned today has had a double and a single. He'll have Rodder at second and Lacey on first, and it looks like that will do it for Ryan Steeper. So Stab will bring in, looks like it's number 14, who is Parker Thomas, the sophomore. So Thomas will take the ball, warm up, and we'll be back. The Saints, 2 outs, runners on first and second, down 4. We'll see if they can get something going here. So that'll officially do it from Ryan Steeper. And it'll make way for Parker Thomas. His first pitch to Smith is swung on and missed. Thomas throwing heat out of the pen.
Always takes a little adjustment period, so.
That ball runs outside. 1-1 now.
Saints are in a pretty critical situation with runners on first and second.
That ball's in there for a strike. Tough call. Stab obviously trust Thomas a lot. One of the few underclassmen on the team. Stab is really mostly juniors and seniors, only a couple sophomores, no freshmen. That ball is outside, so 2-2 now. Really big opportunity here for the Saints. Really feels like it's now or never, as they are now only 4 outs away from a loss, breaking that 13-game home winning streak. Smith will swing and miss.
That was a pitch right there. Tony could have definitely done something with that.
So Saints down to their last 3 outs. Looks like it'll be, I think it'll be Palmer Berry now pitching. Let's see if he takes the mound. It will be. So Berry, who homered for the first time this season, So new pitcher in for the Saints. It'll be Palmer Berry. Berry's only thrown 23 pitches this season. So not a lot of experience on the mound from him, but he just needs 3 outs here, keeping it close to give the Saints a chance. It's still a doable game, only down 4 runs. Berry's first pitch is in there for a strike. He is facing Parker Thomas. Thomas falls down quickly, 0-2. Berry now called time. Looked like Berry was in his windup. I'm not sure what that time was called for. But Tony Smith will go over to Berry, tell him something. So Smith will get back behind the plate. Berry will look to deliver the knockout punch here. Berry, the 0-2 pitch, runs inside. Parker Thomas will settle back in. Berry now the 1-2 pitch, looking for the strikeout in the dirt. Berry kind of stumbled a little off of that one. Berry now the 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back by Thomas. So Parker Thomas quickly fell down 0-2, so now worked himself back into an even count at 2-2. Berry still looking for that first out of the game, and he will get it. Strikeout Palmer Berry, drop third strike. Tony Smith will tag him. So Palmer Berry gets his first strikeout on the season, I believe. Yeah, that was Palmer Berry's first strikeout on the season. So a lot of first here for Berry, his first home run, first strikeout. So even the Saints are down 4, Palmer Berry winning his books. Jack Fisher's going to rope that one deep into right field. Carney's got a beat on it, though, and he will make the play in right field. So Fisher a couple feet away from leaving the yard, but Carney's there to eat it up, and Berry fairly quickly 2 outs, and he will now face Waylon Amons, the U of R commit. Looking ahead to the Saints inning, they'll have Johnson, Wrinkle, and Gunn. Strike there from Berry. So Saints still fighting in this one. 8-4, not quite over yet. Berry has been looking good in this relief, and that's quickly 0-2. Berry's looked very good. I think maybe after this performance, Coach Simonderri's seeing Berry will throw a couple more innings now. Berry, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Domination from Palmer Berry. He goes 1-2-3, and the Saints are have 3 outs left. Like I said, they'll have Johnson, Wrinkle, and Gunn, see if they can get something going here late. Parker Thomas will stay out there for his second inning of work. His first batter will be Jerron Johnson. Johnson's 1 for 3 today. He's flown out to center twice and then had a nice single later. So Johnson, the 364 hitter on the year, will try to get something going here, see if the Saints can rally late against Stab. Johnson swung at one that was way inside. Looks like he was sitting on something inside, and that ball just ran where he wasn't expecting it to. Johnson, 0-1 pitch is sent deep into center field. Hickey's going back, not able to make the catch, and that ball is going to be over the fence. So Jerron Johnson, a ground rule double, and that's just what the Saints ordered up.
Perfect way to start this inning off.
So now it's going to be Wrinkle. Wrinkle is 0 for 3 today, but he's got a chance here to give the Saints a little life here if he can put one in the gap. Statistically, Wrinkle is due up. 389 batter, 0 for 3 now, so he would think something good's coming for him. And if Parker Thomas can serve up the meatball he did to Johnson, I'm sure Wrinkle will take advantage of him. That ball's low in the dirt. Little hope here in the bottom of the 7th for the Saints. Thomas going to deliver to Wrinkle. That ball's going to be outside. Wrinkle quickly ahead, 2-0, excuse me. To a pitch from Parker Thomas. Runs inside, finds the bottom of the corner. 2-1 now to Wrinkle.
Nice pitch there.
Wrinkle will hit one foul over the net here. So Wrinkle now 2-2. Parker Thomas has worked himself back into this at-bat. Thomas will check over Johnson in second. Now Fire looking for the K. Wrinkle will send one over to second base. Yeah, will scoop it up and make the play, but Johnson will advance to third. So we'll now bring up Palmer Berry, who is blazing hot today. Berry sent a rocket over the fence in right field and then went 1-2-3 in his pitching appearance. So with Johnson at third, need something in play here. See if we can score Johnson and cut it to a 3-run game. Berry will step into the box. Thomas will deliver. Out. Strike. Oh, 1 now to Berry. That ball's low. Johnson thought that may have got away. Started to run towards home. Parker Thomas now, 1-1. He'll fire in towards Berry. Berry kind of half swung at that one, and it's popped up over to third, and the catch is made by Fisher. So the Saints now down to their last hope in Charlie Blanton. Blanton sent a nice piece of hitting over to right field, but unfortunately Mikey Ponce was there over and right to catch it.
No mistakes here. Saints want a chance.
Yeah, really, things are looking very glim now, or gloom. Blanton will take one upstairs. Love to see James Carney get one more at bat. He's on deck behind Blanton. Carney has 2 doubles today. He's been red hot. That ball's in the dirt. Johnson's going to make a run for it, and he will score. So the Saints now only down 3. But like we said, though, down to that last out. So it is unlikely, but the ball game is not over yet. And I think with anything the Saints can take away from just keeping this game close, Stab, like we've mentioned many times before, undefeated and #1 in the state. So They've put up a good amount of hits, good amount of runs on them. That ball's right down the middle. So Blanton now in a 1-1 count. Parker Thomas looking to close the deal for Stab. His 1-1 pitch up high. I think the count is 3-1 now. So Blanton, just time is called by the umpire. Or time's called by Blanton. Acknowledged by the umpire. So now both pitcher and hitter are ready. Blanton swing and a miss. Saints down to a last strike and last out here. Parker Thomas is ready, so is Charlie Blanton. Thomas, the full count pitch is low, so the Saints are not quite done yet. Saints have Charlie Blanton on first. James Carney on deck. And then Henry Rotter represents the tying run on deck. So Carney, like I said earlier, 2 doubles today, has been hitting the ball great. And that first pitch from Thomas is in the dirt. Pitch to Carney, almost hit him in the family jewels. That would have hurt. But Carney scooted out the way, and so Stab's manager will come out and talk to Parker Thomas as things are looking a little fishy here for Stab. Let's see if he takes the ball from Thomas. He will not. Obviously, it's just a catcher and pitcher meeting here. But Carney ahead 2-0, and like I said, Henry Rotter on deck represents that tying run. Crazy to say that after the Saints were down so much. Carney now looking for a good pitch to hit after that meeting. 2-0 is in the dirt again, 3-0. Carney will most certainly take here. And that's a strike from Parker Thomas. Count now 3-1. I think Carney's just going to take here again. Really just need base runners in this situation. 3-1 pitch from Parker Thomas is in the dirt and low. So believe it or not, St. Chris now has the tying run coming to the plate, and it actually is Wesley Connor. Looks like some changes were made in the lineup to let Connor hit instead of Rotter. Connor in a .338 batter. He dribbled out to the pitcher earlier. So Saints with their last out, still fighting here to the very end. It's Parker Thomas versus Wesley Connor. Connor fouls that one back. That one was running inside. I think he should have laid off of that one. But Thomas does get ahead 0-1. Parker Thomas gets ready and fires in the 0-1 pitch to Connor. It's just high, 1-1. After Connor is Gibson Beck to the top of the lineup. Connor's going to swing at that one and foul it back. So Saints again down to their last strike. Parker Thomas has been battling a couple at-bats now. He just needs one strike away to give Stab their 14th victory of the year, which will break St. Chris's 13-game win streak at home, which is dated back to last season. Wesley Connor, the only hope left for the Saints. Thomas delivers the 1-2 pitch. Connor's going to send one into the gap. That's going to be a single. Rounding third is Charlie Blandon, and he will score. So Wesley Connor in a big way delivers for the Saints, and they are not done yet. For the second time, Saints down to their very last strike, their very last out, And things are not over yet now. First and second for the Saints. And it'll lead up to the leadoff man, Gibson Beck. Beck 0 for 3 today.
Now this situation reminds me, I don't know if you'd remember the Miller game, the quarterfinal of the Visa tournament last year. We were down to our last out, and Gibson Beck came in clutch with the opposite hit to right field.
Yeah, I think that was Flint Hill, actually. But that was a great game, and that game was a pitcher's battle, and the Saints scored at the very end. But this would be an incredible comeback here. So Stab has made a change at pitcher. It's Trevor Allman, the sophomore. Allman just 1 out away from a Stab victory, but Saints now have Gibson Beck at the plate representing, believe it or not, the winning run after being down, what was it, 6 runs? Beck first pitch swung on and missed.
Just a little late to that one.
Great comeback here from the Saints so far. This has been very exciting in what was looking like a blowout. Saints dugout urging on Beck, hoping he can put something in play. Ooh. Beck had to duck at that one. Allman almost hit him.
Dugout was chanting to just wear it.
Yeah.
Right at the head.
I would have wore it. Take one for the team there. Obviously easier said than done. 1-1 count now. Allman will deliver to Beck and paint a perfect pitch right on the edge. So Saints, yet again, down to their last strike. Let's see if there's any more magic left here on Jacobs Field. Allman 1 strike away from victory. Will deliver to Beck, and he will swing and miss. That'll do it. So Stab will win the game 8-6. But great fight from St. Chris. They showed a lot of heart going up against one of the best teams in the state, the state championship frontrunner. They put up a great fight, obviously disappointed in the outcome, but you got to have something to hang your hat on at the end of the day, and they did. Great game from Tony Smith. Great game from James Carney. And good pitching from Gibson Beck, keeping things relatively easy for the Saints. And Palmer Berry, especially a great game from him. He homered and threw 3 great at-bats. So that'll do it for the Saints. And we'll wrap things up. Thank you for watching.